Moving on with the top five, Israel has approved nearly 14,000 new settler units on occupied Palestinian land during the past 9 months. The Israeli NGO Peace Now has reported that an average of 50 units have been built on occupied Palestinian land every day. It says that number is unprecedented. The report also shows that the constructions were approved during the so-called peace talks between Israel and the Palestinian Authority. The 9-month negotiations end today. The PA rejected to extend the talks beyond the April 29 deadline because of continued Israeli settlement activity. The authority blames Tel Aviv for the collapse of the discussions. Political commentator Redwan Rizk joins us from Beirut to tell us what he thinks about this. Redwan Rizk, your reaction to this, and furthermore, what does that say about the U.S. being a mediator? Do you think that they were privy to this type of detail behind Israel's illegal settlement activities, putting into question then their role as a neutral mediator in the case between PA and Israel?
Well, I don't think America or United States is eligible to play this role because America is the main supporter and the backer and also the protector of what's so-called the State of Israel. And always since the existence of Israel, Palestinian people were, being killed by arms from United States, ammunition, and all the military forces was used against the Palestinian. And during all wars that Israel went to, and the aggression that used against all the surrounding states were the Americans. So America has no credit to play this kind of role in the issues or in the Palestinian cause. And now the settlements, what I want to say that the Palestinians should have realized long time ago, before they went to Oslo, that negotiation with Israel would not reach anywhere at all, because settlements during 20 years of negotiations, settlements went ahead and accelerated the building of settlements, and thousands of Jews were brought from all over the world, all over every country around the world. So they went even to Africa to dig, or India to dig for some roots of some tribes descending from Jewish roots, to bring and to settle them on the Palestinian land, in the Palestinian houses, and they were always displaced and kicked out the Palestinian people, and they have never recognized even the human rights or the rights of the Palestinian to be in their houses and live on their lands. So now the situation is very critical. I think that the settlements going ahead, has surrounded Jerusalem totally, even reached the border of with Jordan. So just building up a Palestinian state or recognizing a Palestinian state, now it's almost impossible because it has no place at all, and now it's full of settlements. Hundreds of thousands of Jews are there. They are not willing to leave at all. So this Palestinian state has no future, because the agreement that John Kerry built up, or he has signed, that banning any future Palestinian state from having an army and have a control over their airspace. So what kind of state that they will have? And they will have no control over their borders, so the borders will remain under the control of the Israeli army. So this is a fake state. This is something that it's almost a joke, that talking about a state or return of the even return of the displaced Palestinian, the refugees, Mahmoud Abbas has let down. So the Palestinian leadership must realize that resistance, and the resistance only, can gain any kind of rights for the Palestinian. And this kind of the resistance, the Palestinian resistance, must go back for fighting against the Israelis and kicking out every person who came to stay or to settle in this land must understand that they have no place and they must return to the countries where they came from, and the Palestinian will only go back or gain back their land and gain back their rights as human first, and then as the people who has all the rights to occupy or to stay in this or to occupy Palestine or to stay in Palestine, to gain back their rights as a Palestinian living on a Palestinian land, having building up a Palestinian state. The only solution, the only way to get to their goal is to fight back, and this fighting must unite the Palestinian behind it, the Palestinian people behind it, the Palestinian organizations, and this is the only language that Israel understands, is the fighting and the resistance who kicked up them out of Lebanon, and I hope that soon will kick them out of all Palestine.
Very well. Thank you very much for that. Redwan Rizk, political commentator there from Beirut.